Hello guys, welcome back with Wissy Panda. Today we'll be talking about the $1 billion real estate crowdfunding company HouseHack. We want to find out if this is the greatest investment opportunity of all time or the largest scam. We're going to go ahead and dig into it, understand what HouseHack is, who should consider investing in it, and what are the pros and cons of investing of HouseHack. Last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and look into its founder, meet Kevin. Now the reason I'm gonna be looking in the founder, because unfortunately, unlike any other real estate crowdfunding company, this HouseHack seems to be completely relying on the founder. Now, before we go ahead and jump in, if you guys appreciate the time and effort we are putting into this episode, please go ahead and smash that like button, and let's go ahead and jump in. Alright, we are on HouseHack website right now, and the first thing we can see is they claim to be the vanguard of the real estate. I love the big words. This is amazing. We are the vanguard of this. We are the vanguard of that. We are the Robin Hood of this and that. This is already actually a red flag for me. I don't like when a company overpromise, and this seems to be the case here. Now, it claims to be open for all investors, so it doesn't matter if you're accredited or non-accredited, this is a chance for you. Now, let's go ahead and hear a little bit from the founder himself, because after all, this is what seems to be about, right? What we are being featuring here is Meet Kevin. Let's go ahead and get started.
That's the goal. $1 billion. A $1 billion IPO valuation on the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. Now, we're not there today. That's because today I'm excited to announce we are finally able to accept investments into my startup, HouseHack, from all investors. While there are some exclusions, which we'll talk about later, let me tell you about HouseHack and the 3 promises that I can make. First, nobody will work harder than me at making sure that this company is a great success.
Okay, so his first promise that he will be working harder than anybody else in order to make this success, and from the get-go, this makes no sense. This guy is spread out already too thin. He is a YouTuber. He have around 1.88 million followers on YouTube, and therefore he make so much content, like crazy so much, like 2-3 videos a day. I struggle to make 1 video in a week, so hey, kudos for that. Now, aside from YouTube, this guy does courses, he does real estate himself, he does ETF. This guy is spread so thin. He also running for an office, so he's all over the place, and it's really hard to believe that nobody would be able to work harder than this guy, who is already spread in like too many other stuff. So from the get-go, this is a really very unpromising promise.
Second, I'm risking the financial stability of my entire family with HouseHack. So I have to make sure this is a success, not just for them and my children, my wife, and the rest of my family, but my investors, my employees.
Okay, his second promise is also unfortunately not true. This guy main bread and butter is not actually going in and do HouseHack. HouseHack seems to be more of an additional gimmick. This guy already doing ETF, he's already going on and doing courses, he's all over YouTube. This guy's main income is not coming from HouseHack.
So Kevin, how much money are you making this year?
Oh, well, this year from YouTube ads, I made $3 million. It started out really hot, but hey, you know what? I'm not complaining.
He is not relying on this in any way and shape. It's more like of an extra thing coming in. So the fact he come in and he claimed that, you know, he have to do this for the success and stability of his family. Also have a bunch of property, so he's okay. He have no issue if this goes down tomorrow morning. So the fact he claims this is really important for his family, his employees, yada yada yada, and therefore he claims this is important for his employee. But according to the SEC filings, there's only 1 employee, which is him. So, you know, there's a lot of question going on there. Now, he claimed he would be hiring people, but again, you cannot claim that you are doing this for your employee who are not there yet. So I'm having a little bit concern about all the promises he already making, but hey, let's listen to the last concern and hopefully this will be a killer.
Number 3, as promised, we are maintaining the $1 equals $1 valuation for the supporters who watch me on YouTube and are course members. We're super excited to bring you a very unique offering. To $1 valuation means every $1 that's invested is the valuation of the company. $1 equals $1 of cash. That means if we raise $50 million, we are worth $50 million. No dilution for the idea, the brand, the people, the work ethic, or anything that we've built so far. You're investing at cash value.
Now, here's another issue I'm having with this offering. FYI, I went through the SEC filing. I read all of the 63 pages of House Hack, and what he's saying right now actually conflicting with the SEC filing. He claims that, hey, if we raise $50 million, our company will be worth $50 million, and these are the total share, right? But in the SEC filing, if they go ahead and raise $75 million, the total outstanding share will be 115 plus million share. So it's not really matching. Yeah, if you raise $75 million, the total will not, this is not going to be a $75 million company because you already have an outstanding share for the founder, for the director, and so on. So I don't know if he actually went ahead and did this comparison, but this is not standing out. So everything so far they are promising does not seem to be like a $1 billion company. But hey, Kevin, keep going.
There is a $75 million limit to what we can raise in this round. That means once we hit $75 million, the round will immediately close. This is not up to us. We can't change it. It is a legal requirement set by the SEC via Regulation A crowdfunding laws, a max of $75 million in a 1-year time span. Once we hit that number, the round automatically closes. We will be prioritizing course member investments as well. So if we max out the round, make sure you're a course member so that way you don't lose your place. You can now also become a course member for just $79. We are just now releasing the pre-sale to our brand new Noob vs. Pro micro crash courses. These are phenomenal and targeted crash courses on specific subjects, and they give you an opportunity to become a course member for just $79. And they guarantee your place in the House Hack investment.
Wow, I did hear enough. Okay, so here's the craziest thing I ever heard. He is trying to pitch his courses while he is trying to raise money. And I'm gonna be honest, this is the craziest thing ever. Here's what the guy is claiming. Look, we can raise maximum of $75 million, which is, again, based on the Regulation A, it's true. But he claims that once the $75 million already raised, we're gonna go ahead and close the rounding. But somehow he will be able to prioritize the course member. Is that even allowed? Okay, I'm a bit confused. If you already closed at $75 million, how are you prioritizing the people who are already buying courses? Again, this is the first time I ever seen somebody trying to pitch another product when they are trying to raise money. It's really concerning for me. Look, I'm gonna be honest, I'm just blown away with everything I heard in the last 2 minutes alone. And FYI, again, Meet Kevin is really good with words. He is more of a showman. He will be able to actually sell you and stuff. And just based on the first 2 minutes, he already lost me. It doesn't make a lot of sense for me. Between the promises he's making, between what he's actually trying to do, selling his own courses, which is FYI, he is not selling these courses to raise more money, right? He is selling these courses to make money for himself. And of course, he did release a new course. FYI, he released way too many courses. And this is his bread and butter. There's always some type of discount going in his channel. And you will be blown away if you try to go ahead and buy all of his courses combined in a bundle. It costs $2,999 only. Again, I don't know when he has the time to create all of these courses. FYI, I cannot talk about these courses. I'm not really familiar with it. But there's another YouTuber who actually went ahead and took some of these courses, and based on his opinion, this is nothing but recycled material from the internet, which is FYI would not surprise me. I mean, how can you go ahead and do all of these courses all the time when you really don't have time to do anything else? I mean, this guy already on camera for a few hours a day, between his real estate. Like, when does he have time to write all of this content when he's trying to run to office and yada. And again, it's really hard to keep up with the stuff he's already doing. He's just all over the place. Now, before we go ahead and talk about Meet Kevin himself, let's go ahead and dig more into the offering. Let's go down here. He claimed he want to go ahead with an IPO between 2027 all the way to 2033, depending on how far they can go ahead and become $1 billion company. Again, very ambitious. I have never seen a real estate crowdfunding platform from the get-go. They are at zero and they're already having such wild claims, but hey, that's okay. How are you gonna go ahead and do this? I mean, what is making House Hack so unique as a real estate company that would blow everybody out of the competition? Let's go ahead and find out. Here we go. Now they have something called the cash flow machine. Interesting. I like that. Nice name. Again, he's really good with marketing. This is what we're hearing it here. Now he's saying, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead buy distressed houses. Okay, nice. Then we're gonna go ahead and renovate it. Makes sense. You're gonna buy a house, you're gonna fix it. What's next? You're gonna go ahead and rent it, manage it, put it in mini fund, raise the money, and start the circle again. Huh, that is unique. I never heard about anybody else does that. Okay, alright, let's continue. Again, we want to hear more. Again, he's breaking this over and over. Just for what makes him unique is he's using the Meet Kevin formula. This is a secret formula that haven't been released to the public yet, but apparently it is somewhere there. Now, I'm not making this up. If you go ahead and read it, this is what he claimed. They are going to be using the Meet Kevin formula. He's not really elaborating what Meet Kevin formula is, but you just have to go ahead and take it. Now, one thing I'm actually very confused about, it seems to be focused on Meet Kevin. Everything we're hearing about now seems to be hearing more about Meet Kevin and how he gonna do stuff. It's not about the real estate in general. And again, this is not gonna be surprisingly when you read the SEC filing, which blew my mind. Again, talking more, he's featuring himself again, and this is the thing, like, there's more focus on him than anything else in actually this page. Keep going, that's cool, that's cool. Our wedgie model, again, a lot of nice promising awards. We believe the wedge is our hedge. All right, again, continue, etc, invest now, of course. Now, FYI, they are referring a lot for the SEC filing, and they are not doing it because, you know, they are very confident of their SEC filing, but because they have to. It's requirement by the SEC. Now, meet the house hack, okay. Literally, a lot of the words being recycled again and again. Fine, become an investor or go ahead and read our circulation. You know what, Kevin? I love that. I will go ahead and read it. But here's a nice part. He's gonna go ahead and tell us a little bit about the market opportunity. Of course, I mean, again, we all know the market opportunity for the real estate. He's very ambitious to actually take on the BlackRock. I think this is their aspiration, $104 billion. Why can't be the next $104 billion? I don't know. Let's find out. Again, our inspection deal, yada, yada, yada. Again, a lot of stuff that he will be mentioning. And FYI, if you actually watch that pitch until the end, the guy is really good with camera. He knows where to go in and take, you know, that moment or that photo. So he does a really good job with that. He will go out, show you a house. He's working here a bit. He's doing that. Again, it's a show, right? This is what we are taking out of this. Tell me more. Again, lots of information here. Coping with tax complexity like cost segregation, dealing with market. Again, everything here, I'm not really reading anything that's outstanding. FYI, I went through the website, like, you know, top to bottom. Unfortunately, there isn't really much pages, so I was expecting to see more, like what makes this stand out, why I want to go ahead and invest. And FYI, based on the SEC filing, the minimum investment is $10,000, unless they go ahead and offer it otherwise. So they can go ahead and say, oh, we're gonna offer lower, but I like the ambitious. They are offering it for accredited, non-accredited, starting from $10,000 minimum. Again, I don't know if you go ahead and sign up now, maybe there's a lower deal. I can't really speak for it, but the expectation is minimum of $10,000. So keep that in mind, which is again the highest I ever seen for non-accredited investor ever. Okay, let's keep going. All right, again, ready to join? Go ahead and put your money. Click here. Again, what I'm seeing, this page seems to be like a sale page, like, you know, go in, buy. It's a funnel, right? This usually is not the case with real estate apps. They try to actually pitch you the idea, give you a little bit more detail. So I'm a little bit confused about their approach to the investors and the real estate. Again, back again at it, a lot of the same info being recycled. I'm not, like, literally he mentioned the same stuff back and forth, and I guess the template of this website was this case, so they keep re-entering the information, yada yada yada. Now let's go to the important part, the summary. I love the summary. They're gonna use the Meet Kevin model, which I mentioned earlier. I was right. They have a unique advantage. I love to hear about it because of the community. Again, he would try to raise money from his own, you know, subscriber and so on. They have a large insufficient market. So he expects the market now is great because the market is insufficient, so you can cash out on it. There's an opportunity in market recycle. But the most important part is the proven team. I love to hear about it. Tell me about your proven team. They're going to be from deal analysis and acquisition, construction and leasing. We believe in our in-house team in high experience and has a track record of execution. Now, who is this team? Let's go ahead and read. I mean, I believe he already mentioned it up here somewhere. All right, by scrolling up, here is the team. Our team is ready after sending that many yada yada yada. The only person on the team is actually Meet Kevin. So I'm a little bit confused about the team who have all the experience, all the trust. So it's a one-guy team. I don't know. I mean, again, he's not fully dedicated for this. He's doing a gazillion other stuff, and this is more like a sidekick. So I hope you guys understand my concern. But look, Let's go and see the circulation, see the SEC filing, because really this is where the bread and butter is. And you can see all the information we have mentioned here. They're trying to raise $75 million. I'm not going to go through the 63 pages, you guys are going to get bored, but I highly recommend, if you're seriously considering investing here, make sure to read it end to end. Again, I will not invest based on everything I read right now, just does not make sense to me. But hey, I cannot tell you where to invest your money. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just here to give you my personal opinion about what I think of house hack. But one of the areas that I think is very important is clicking on risk factor. And again, they are required by law to go ahead and mention risk factors, and they are listing a lot. Like, there's a lot of risks here. Again, I believe when they went ahead and done this with a lawyer, they recommended for them to list all these risks. Now, earlier I mentioned Meet Kevin is so busy doing everything else, and he actually claiming this already in this SEC filing. So again, Kevin Bafaras is actually his real name. You can go ahead and look him up. But he's saying, hey, he's doing so many other stuff, so he may not have enough time to do this. I'm confused. Okay, so this is in the SEC filing. One of the top stuff that you can have with this company, again, he's doing all of this stuff. Keep it in mind, you are taking a risk doing this. So, okay, I mean, that sounds promising. I want to go ahead and invest with a guy who will try to make some time to manage $1 billion company. Again, he's doing coaching, he's doing this, he's doing that. Honestly, I cannot keep up even with the stuff he claims he's doing. And, you know, the list goes on and on. I highly recommend reading all of them. Again, everything is listed there. Please, if you are serious about investing, read. It's very important. Now, one of the risks you have is if the company fails to maintain him. So even he claimed that, you know, he have to make this success, nobody gonna work harder, yada yada yada. One of the major risks you guys can have with this company is Kevin may actually leave. And he may leave because he's hoping to be, you know, a politician. He actually tried to run for the governor of California, but I believe it was a really long shot when he did it, because he seems to be looking for, you know, more publicity, hoping to get more subscribers, etc. To the point where he actually was arguing with the state of California. When he go ahead and list his name, he should list the name Meet Kevin, which is his YouTube channel, not his real name, which is, you know, was baffling. And he claimed, oh, they are not letting me putting my YouTube channel as the name I will be running because they are scared I will win. I was like, what? That makes no sense. Another thing he pointed out, there's a lot of highlights this all rely on Meet Kevin. It's Meet Kevin company and Meet Kevin universe, because they're saying, hey, we are relying on the brand. If the brand goes down, you guys are screwed. And I'm not saying this, he's saying this in the SEC, right? He say our business depends on our amongst strongest repetition and value of the Bafaras brand, aka Meet Kevin, right? So he's highlighting so much weight on his YouTube channel, which is confusing for me, because I'm not here to invest in his YouTube channel. I'm here to invest in the real estate. But let's continue this. Now, here's a very important thing. As I highlighted, guys, Meet Kevin, actually his star in YouTube start, you know, dialing down. If you go see his newest videos, he would be lucky if he, you know, see 50, 60,000 views. He used to get over 2 million back in the day when, you know, most of his new videos are just literally as popular as used to be. So the fact that he's saying, hey, everything relying on my YouTube channel, which doesn't seem to be in its, you know, prime, it's kind of concerning for me as an investor. So it's like, okay, this is the one thing you guys are mentioning. Now, one thing I want to point out, the main reason he actually no longer as popular as he used to be, in the last couple of years, he promoted some brands that were more of scams, aka FTX. He promoted Voyager. He promoted a mini crypto company, you know, to his own subscriber, to his own viewers, and they got screwed big time. And apparently he was getting paid a lot to do so. And right now the FTX, actually he ended up getting sued for it, and I believe he tried to reach to a settlement. Again, not only him, bunch of other YouTubers who, you know, have been paid very well by FTX. So right now he is trying to settle it down. He mentioning this as a risk. So, you know, if something goes wrong there, hopefully we're going to be able to close it, yada yada yada. So again, it's very mind-blowing. From where I'm standing, I'm seeing way so many risks in investing in house hack. As I mentioned, he's a really good showman, so expect him, you know, when he's raising, he will be going to houses, he will be doing this, he will be doing this. Again, it will be like a show, okay? Keep that in mind. I can promise you, you can find maybe a really good show with this guy, but I cannot promise you it will be a great investment opportunity, so just keep that in mind. Now, as far as risk, the list continue, and I can spend the whole day to go ahead and do so. Literally, we are going about pages and pages of this one, but I don't have the time to do it, neither do you. I think I already made my point. You guys are more than welcome to go ahead and look at the risks. But I want to point out two major concerns I have regarding the SEC filing. One of them, I could not find exact detail about how much they will be getting as far as fees. And for me, this is a serious concern. Like, how much you're gonna get, what is the compensation model? There's not enough detail. It's literally up to their discretion. And again, this is surprisingly because usually real estate platform mention exactly, right? So, hey, all we have to do, they're going to be managing stuff. We're going to give him the money. Once he raises all of this money, he will be able to decide for himself. Another major concern, he have 100% of the vote. So he can come in and decide, what should we do here or there. All of the share he's selling, all the 75 million shares that are currently available, none of them have any voting rights. The directors don't have voting rights. Again, some of the directors also have a conflict of interest. They provide services to house hack. So, it's a mixation of interesting stuff going into this house hack platform. Again, there's a lot of stuff I'm looking at here, and none of them honestly making me comfortable. I cannot consider, it's really a great opportunity for me. Let me go ahead and withdraw $10,000, $100,000, go ahead and buy a couple of courses from Meet Kevin first, then sign up. I just don't feel the urge to do that. But hey, before we go ahead and call it a day, let's go ahead and hear a little bit more about who is Meet Kevin. Now, I want to point out, I'm not going to spend time on this section. Again, I'm not here to focus on Meet Kevin. I'm really here to focus on house hack. But unfortunately, the SEC filing just blew my mind. It's like, Meet Kevin here, Meet Kevin there, Meet Kevin here and there, right? A lot of focus on him, so I have to at least ask some question. Who is Meet Kevin? There's other YouTubers who already done some research regarding Meet Kevin, and maybe if you go to YouTube, write Meet Kevin scam or something, you will be able to find the same videos. But I'm gonna go ahead and link to some of them down in the comment section. It seems that you are not investing in the house hack as a company. You are not investing in real estate. You're investing in Meet Kevin model, Meet Kevin capability on being able to, turn real estate into a golden opportunity, right? Go ahead and reference to one of the YouTubers who already done his homework regarding Meet Kevin. He went through his videos, went through some of the investment opportunity he recommended in the past and how well did it turn out, because he did recommend the stocks in the past. He went ahead and recommended companies in the past, right? So was he able to go ahead and make $1 billion before? Was everybody actually listened to Meet Kevin, became a billionaire? I don't know, but let's go ahead and listen up and see if you actually will be able to be a billionaire by simply going in and investing with Meet Kevin. FYI, all the references are below, so make sure to go ahead and check them out. I will not be displaying the whole video, but let's go ahead and take a look.
Rocket Mortgage, it's a company that I really believe in, like long-term, fundamental analysis, rock solid.
It's a company that I really believe in, like long-term, fundamental analysis, rock solid.
Voyager Digital. I was going to make a video on this and I never did it because there's a specific reason that I'm really, really bullish about this company, and I don't think the market really knows about it yet.
Voyager Digital files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection just days after the broker suspended withdrawals on the platform.
Today we're going to be covering the world's stupidest investor, Kevin Paffrath.
He's one of the biggest grifters on YouTube.
He has a lack of understanding of what stock prices are based on.
Kevin is one of the biggest charlatans.
He's well aware that there was some suspicious activity, or at least something that raised some red flags, and yet continued to sponsor it because who cares? I want the money.
He's most likely lost his own followers, tens of millions of dollars combined. It doesn't matter as long as Kevin is making that sweet, sweet ad revenue.
Based on everything we've seen today, I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you think house hack is a $1 billion opportunity or a $1 billion scam? Go ahead and let me know what do you think of it down in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys, but right before you go ahead and do so, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button if you have not done so already, and don't forget to subscribe.